Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Manaha Partha Yogam Yunjanmadasraya Samsayam Samagraham Mam Yatha Gyāsyasi Kachunu Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, Mahi, to me, Ashaktaha Manaha, mind attached, Partha, Hosanopita, Yogam, self-realization, Yunjan, practicing, Madasrayaha, in consciousness of me, Krishna conscious, Asamsayam, without doubt, Samagraham, completely, Mam, me, Yatha, how, Yasyasi, you may know, Tat, then, Shunu, try to hear. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now here, O son of Rita, how by practicing yoga and full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Purport by Divine Grace, Jaya Srila Prabhupada Swami Srila Prabhupada. In this 7th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. Krishna is full in all opulence. What are the opulence? Krishna is full in opulence. What is the opulence? Huh? One by one. What is that? Wealth?
Fame.
Huh?
Fame.
Fame.
Wealth. Beauty.
Wealth, fame, wealth.
Beauty.
Wealth, fame,
Beauty.
beauty,
Strength,
strength,
renunciation,
all knowledge. So these are the opulences of God. So remember, what is that again?
wealth, name, fame, beauty, strength.
One person is saying all. Others? You must learn, no? You come in, correct? All wealth, all beauty, all strength, all knowledge, right? All wealth, all renunciation. So these are the 6 opulences of God. You may have a little bit, somebody may have a little bit, but nobody can say you have all the wealth. Yes? Only Krishna can say that. So that's why he says he's in full in all opulence. Understand this point? And how he manifests such opulence is described herein. Also, 4 kinds of fortunate people who become attached to Krishna, and 4 kinds of unfortunate people who never take to Krishna consciousness are described in the chapter. What are these 4 kinds of people who are fortunate? Who are these 4 kinds of people who are fortunate? Don't know? Say don't know, no problem. Not everything you must know, right? You must say. What is that? One? One who is, what? Okay, never mind, we'll go to the chapter, you'll see clearly, so that you will learn, no? Oh, sorry. can read?
Four kinds of the distress, the desire after, the inquisitive, and the deeply searching for knowledge.
So these are the four kinds of people who are fortunate. Yes? One, the one who is distressed. Right? Problem. Second one who wants money, huh? Third one is inquisitive. And the fourth one is the wise man, one who has got one's knowledge. Right? So these are the four people who are fortunate. Yes? And who are the unfortunate? Unfortunate? So these are the four kinds of people who are unfortunate. One, who is that?
Grossly foolish persons.
Second,
The lowest of mankind.
third,
The deliberate spectators.
and fourth.
Professed races.
So these are the four people who are unfortunate. This is the verse here. Huh? You can take down if you want to know. So that you know who are the fortunate, who are not the fortunate. Yes, Sanskrit. Huh? Namam duspritino mudaha prapadyante naradamaha maya paharta jnana asura bhav manashitaha. This is the word. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the artistic nature of demons, do not surrender. So these are the four unfortunate. Yes? Never take to Krishna as described in this chapter. The first 6 chapters of Bhagavad-gītā, the living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul. Where is this described as non-material spirit soul in the Bhagavad-gītā? How many of you are reading the Bhagavad-gītā? Malay man is reading. That one man. He's a Malay man. Huh? Malay man is reading Bhagavad-gītā. Indian man? Malay man reading Indian man? Huh? Why like that? So, what is the non-material spirit soul? Where is described that the spirit soul is non-material? Huh? Seventh chapter, totally wrong. Totally wrong. 7 is totally wrong. Second chapter, very good. Second chapter, where? Second chapter, where? Today's class is questions, because enough hearing. Yeah? Question now. You come here tomorrow, next time, you must know. You better read the Bhagavad-gītā. Yes? What?
Yes.
So where in the Bhagavad-gītā the spirit soul is described as non-material? Huh? Where? Huh? What? 220. What? Yeah. Na jayate viryate va kadashe nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha ajo nityaha sasvato yam purano nanyate hanyamani surire. For the soul there is neither birth nor death. So it is not material, correct? Material thing has got what? Birth and death. And at any time, he has not come into being, does not come into being, will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. So you remember this, eh? Right? So the soul is not material. So, capable of elevating himself to self-realization by different types of yoga. What is the different types of yoga? What yoga? Karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, what? They say dog yoga. They say got dog yoga, they got goat yoga, so many yogas. So which yoga is that? Huh? Hatha yoga? So basically there is three, karma, jnana and bhakti. So there are three yogas, right? At the end of 6th chapter, it is very clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga. Where is it stated? 6th chapter. What is that verse?
47.
Huh?
47.
Yeah, I know you. This is the test for them all. Where? You already said, huh? So 47. Okay, in this verse, Yoginam api sarvesam markate antarat atmanaha siddhavan bhajate yo mam same yuktatamo mataha. Translation. Please read that. And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is highest of all. That is my opinion. So when you say his opinion, you can also say that that's God's opinion. We can say like that, right? I also have my opinion, God has his opinion. For me, Karma Yoga is the best. I can say so, right? Is it not? Can I say? Can I say? Why not? Why not? Because you do not know when any moment now you are going to pass stool in the toilet. Yes? Yes? Yes or not? Do you know tomorrow you go to office, they say tomorrow you go home. Do you know? So your opinion is useless. Your opinion is what? Useless. Because you do not know. Correct? Yes? So your opinion is baseless. But here, opinion of God, Krishna, is final. Because he is the authority. Yes? Understand? So when he says, in my opinion, we have to accept it as absolute what? Truth. Understand? So Krishna is saying of all the yogis, the one who is always thinking about him in the heart is the highest. And who can think of Krishna in the heart all the time? Who? Because he never say which yoga. Correct? Does he say which yoga? Does he say bhakti yoga? Huh? Huh? I can say, no, this one is referring to karma. Yes? Correct? Or someone can say, no, this is referring to jnana. Yes? So how you understand this verse?
Transcendental loving service is basically called bhakti.
Karma also is transcendental service. Huh?
18th chapter it told always think of me worship.
Yeah, so thinking of him and worshipping. You can only think and worship the Lord. You cannot think and worship the Lord if you have karma yoga. Why? Because you have self-interest. You are thinking of your self. Understand? Give you a simple example to understand this three yoga. Someone found something on the road, valuable water, money inside. So one is thinking, oh, losers weepers, finders keepers. So he takes and he keeps in his pocket. That's it. Yes? Then someone is coming, another person, oh, wallet? No, not mine, I'm not touching it. Second. Third class person, he comes and he see, oh, wallet. He opens and see, oh, name, number. He calls, hey, you lost wallet? Yes. Take the wallet. So of these three people, who is the best? Which one? Not the first one. Third one. So the first one is karma yoga. Because if the second one is jnani. No. Niti. No. And the third one is the bhakti yogi. He finds and he sees who is the owner and he returns it to him. You understand? So there's three kinds of yoga. This is an example for you to understand. So which is the best? So here you cannot think of Krishna all the time if you are a karma yogi because you are self-interested. You are thinking of your what? Your desires. Yes? And the second one, because he does not know who is God. Usually he meditates on the impersonal Brahman, the light. So how to love the light? Can you think of the light all the time in your heart? Possible? But the third person who is always carrying the Lord in the heart, is very dear to the Lord. This is verse is here. What is that? 9.1, 9.4. 9.4. I am in the heart of the yogi in my heart. 9.4. 43. 63. 68. Okay, yeah. Sadhuvo hridayam mahyam, sadhunam hridayam tvaham, maranyate nam jnanampi, naham tebhyo manakapi. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I am always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotees do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. So this classification is for who? So just now Krishna says the one who is always thinking of me in the heart is what? Can only refer to who?
Bhakti.
If you have doubt again, you can see here. Tapasvasi adiko yogi, jnanabir pimato dikaha, karmabir cha adiko yogi, tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. So here in this verse, just before that verse, Krishna is qualifying it. He is speaking about a tapasvi, means one who is doing this yoga, mystic yoga. Jnanabir means, just now we talked about a jnana yogi, correct? And now karma bhi, that means what? Karma yoga. So among all these yogis, Krishna says, a yogi here is referring to a bhakti yogi, is greater than ascetic, greater than empirics, and greater than the 14 worker. So this yogi, what? Referring to who? Bhakti yogi. So Krishna is clearly saying he is greater than the jnana yogi and is greater than the karma yogi. Yes? Is it clear? What? Good. So we're going back. By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. Yes? Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth because it is partial. Again, what does this mean? What does this mean? Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. Many people are meditating on the light, yes? Yes? So why meditating on the light and meditating on the Lord in the heart as Paramatma is partial, not full? Why? Why? Alright, again give you another example so that it's easier for you to understand. Suppose I understand that the sun lights, correct? The sun, you know the sun? They're giving light, yes? So if I understand the light and I think this is the sun, is that complete understanding? So, but if I understand the second stage, the light and the sun, planet, correct? Is that complete understanding? Still not, correct? But if I understand the sunlight, the sun planet and the sun personality inside, then my understanding is, because if I understand the sun's personality, then I will understand his planet and I will understand the light, yes? If I understand the light, I may not understand the sun planet or the sun personality. Yes? You follow? So Brahman realization is compared to the sunshine, Paramatma realization is compared to the sun globe, and Bhagavan realization is compared to the sun personality. You understand? So therefore, understanding the light and understanding the Paramatma realization are called partial, they are not complete. Are you understanding? Right. Full and scientific knowledge is Krishna and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna consciousness. In complete Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is the ultimate beyond any doubt. It's a fact. If you know Krishna, then you know everything. Yes? If you know Krishna, you know what? So that's explained here in this verse. Yo mam eva asamudho janati purushottama sa sarva vidbhajante mam bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes? Who is speaking here? Who is speaking? Without doubting, is the knower of? Knower of what?
Everything.
Please repeat. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. In other words, if you know Krishna, then you know. Yes, so now you know Krishna. You know everything. You know everything? Yes or no? Yes? No? Yes? What is it?
You only know, you didn't explore.
You only know, but you don't know. When I ask you, you don't know. That's why you're frightened now. I cannot say this. Yes. So this is different. We have to have realization. By practice of Krishna Conscious Yoga, one can know everything in full, namely the absolute truth, the living entities, the mental nature, and their manifestation with paraphernalia. One should therefore begin yoga practice as directed in the last verse of the 6th chapter. Concentration of the mind upon Krishna is supreme. Krishna the Supreme is made possible by prescribed devotional service in 9 different forms, of which Shravanam is the first and most important. So what are the 9 different forms, 9 different forms of worship of the Lord? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Satyam, Atma. What is this all? Some people will not know what you are talking. Yes? Yes or not? So, to understand that, So here it is explained the 9 forms of devotional service. Going in. Not going to this verse. That 5 is 24. Okay, got it. Alright, here Prahlad Maharaj said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Achanam Vandanam Dakshyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. So here, this is the 9 process of devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming His servant, considering the Lord one best friend, and surrendering everything unto Him. In other words, serving Him with body, mind and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. So you know this 9 process now? Yes?
Yes.
So how to do? Can you do all 9? Huh? You can do the first 6, but the last 3 you cannot do unless you become a pure devotee. You understand? It's not possible. But in Kali Yuga, if you do this, simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna once, a person is relieved from all the reactions of sinful life. One can complete the 9 process of devotional service simply by chanting the holy name. How many of you chanting? But how many not chanting? Not chanting, huh? How many? 1, 2 not chanting. Why? See? The 9th thing, shortcut. But simply what? If you chant, all 9 you do already. Yes? You want to start? Huh?
Not frequently, but sometimes.
It's not frequent. Sometime, no? And try to make frequent. Eating is frequent. Eating is frequent. So, why chanting cannot be frequent? Yes? You must regularize. Yes? Yes? Right. Good. Very good. So, we're going back. Okay. Going back to the verse again. The Lord therefore says to Arjuna, Tat Shrunu, hear from me. No one can be greater authority than Krishna, and therefore by hearing from him one receives the greatest opportunity to become a perfectly Krishna conscious person. So you see, this whole thing is based on what? Why this hearing is not, why the Lord is stressing about hearing? Why doesn't it say seeing? Everybody says, I want to see God, correct? Yes? Yes, but here why Krishna is telling to Arjuna, you hear me. He never say you see me. Why? Don't know. Must ask him now. Why he said this, right? What? Huh? You see him, but why Krishna tell him to hear him?
Hearing is more easier than seeing.
Oh, hearing is more easier, huh? So say huh? Actually, because right now we cannot see God. It's not possible for us to understand. Why it's not possible for us to see God? Because we are very materially contaminated. Understand? Now we are very materially, so we cannot see God. Of course, although Arjuna was seeing him, it's another question. When Arjuna said, I want to see your universal form, Krishna said, you cannot see me. If you want to see my universal form, you must get divine eyes. Yes? Do you know? Do you know? No. Don't know. Alright, you go there, come back. Huh? Here, chapter 11, what was? Huh? Natu mam saksyati dustam aneva swachakshushaha divyam dadami te chakshus pashyami me yoga aishwaryam. Can you read? But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. In other words, if you want to see God, you must have what? So in order to see Him, first you must what? You must what? Yeah. Simple example. When you are sleeping very soundly, correct? Suppose you are sleeping and your house caught fire. And you're still sleeping. Sometimes you sleep in the dream, you think, wow, there's a fire. Yeah? Sometimes you think like that, yes, it's burning. No, so hot, fire, dream going on. Yes? Correct? So, but if someone comes, hey, wake up, fire! You wake up. Yes? So all your senses are useless. Only one sense is useful. Which one is that? Yes. Correct? So in other words, the ears can wake you up for spiritual realization. Now we are sleeping. We are now what? Sleeping in the lap of Maya.
Those who cannot hear.
Kota nidra. Huh? Pisache kole. The Bengalis. Yes?
Those who cannot hear.
Well, pity them. There is a verse also on that. You know, don't say I'm just saying out of joke. There's a verse. It says, those who cannot hear, the dumb. Too bad. Yes? Anyway, for your curiosity, I'll show the verse anyway. You also know. What is that verse? Huh? Hello, Pandits. The holy name of Krishna is an attractive feature for many saintly liberal people. It is the annihilator of all sinful reaction and is so powerful that, save for the dumb who cannot chant it, it is readily available to everyone. Yeah? What? Including the lowest type of man, the Chandala. The holy name of Krishna is the controller of the opulence of liberation and is identical with Krishna. When a person simply chants the holy name with his tongue, immediate effects are produced. Chanting the holy name does not depend on initiation. Pious activities or the Purushārya regulated principle generally observed before initiation. The holy name does not wait for any of these activities. It is self-sufficient. Understand now? Not clear. The holy name is available for everyone save for the dumb. They cannot chant. But they can do one thing. They can hear.
They can't hear, but they can chant. Chanting they can do.
You can do chanting, now let them chant. At least Krishna will hear.
Deaf person listening to
Huh?
deaf person.
That we cannot hear.
We cannot hear how can speak.
No, usually they can speak. But sometimes they're deaf and dumb.
Deaf means they're already dumb.
Or deaf means he's already dumb. Then what to
They know
do?
how to speak because
So one boy was like that. He was deaf and dumb. He was initiated and he was asked to write. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, writing. So there's some way. But of course it's very bad. If you are very sinful, then you cannot hear and so that's bad, you do that. Alright? So we go back again. One has therefore to learn from Krishna directly or from a pure devotee of Krishna and not from a non-devotee upstart, puffed up in academic education. You see this point? If you want to hear, you must go and hear from who? From who? Who is that pure devotee? Prabhupada you are hearing? You are not hearing from Prabhupada now? So how? Now I am speaking, there's no need to hear? Huh? Because I am not a pure devotee. But if I am repeating the message of a pure devotee, can you hear? Huh? Yes? So therefore you must hear from Prabhupada or his representatives. Yes? His devotees. That's it. You follow? Why you should not hear from a non-devotee? Why? After all, Prabhu, they only spoke about Krishna only, no? What's wrong? Somebody says like that, yes? No, he spoke only Krishna, he never spoke politics, this thing, that, he just spoke about Krishna. I only heard him. So why we cannot hear that? Can we hear that or not? Doubt, yes, doubtful now. Yes, some say yes, some say no, yes. But here Prabhupada said you cannot. Why? Other words, Vaishnava Mukad Girnam. What number? I think RD 847 or something. Is that 847? 839. 839. See this verse here? Avaishnava Mukad Girnam Putam Harikatamrutam Shravanam Naive Kartavyam Sarpo Chistam Yatapaya. This word Sarpa means snake. Uchista means something that is touched by the snake. And Yatapaya means milk. So the translation. One should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnava. What is this non-Vaishnava? Non-devotee. Milk touched by the lips of a serpent has poisonous effect. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by a non-Vaishnava, non-devotee are also poisonous. Understand this? Would you drink milk touched by the lip of the serpent? No? I thought you all are Prahlad Maharaj.
Not yet.
Not yet. Going to be, You cannot, nobody will drink milk touched by the lips of the... So it is similar to someone who is not a devotee, if he is speaking about Krishna, you cannot hear. You cannot what? Yes. You must hear from a devotee. Prabhupada is representative. Then it has effect in your... Understand, if you hear, then you must change. If you hear and not changing, then something is wrong somewhere. Yes? Yes or not? Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Srimad Bhagavatam, this process of understanding Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is absolutely described in the second chapter, first canto, as follows. Sanvata swakata Krishna punya shavana kirtana hridyantasto hya apatrani vidunote shuhatsatam Nasta priyeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttam sloke bhakti bhavati naistiki tada rajastamo bhave kamo lobhadayasche chetayete ranaviddam stitam sattve prasidate evam prasanam manaso bhagavat bhakti yogataha bhagavat tattva vijnanam yukta sangasya jayate vidyate hridaya granti chityante sarva samsaya chiyante chasya karmani dasta evatmanishvare. This purport is very, very long, so I'm going to go on to until this we can finish. This is to hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through Bhagavad-gītā is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend and purifies the devotee who is constantly engaged in hearing of him. So you see, this process of hearing is not a one-way thing. If you hear, then you are getting purified. And when you get purified, how you get purified? Krishna actually is in your heart. He helps you. See, unless Krishna helps, there's no way we can grow properly. You understand? So when we hear from about Krishna, like today you're sitting and hearing. So because you're hearing, let me show you one verse why we should hear. Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about Him from others. Because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death. You see this point? So if you hear, you get purified because Krishna is going to purify you. And by that hearing process, although you may not be big pandit or whatever, but because you have a tendency to hear, you will also go home back to the spiritual world. You understand this point? So therefore hearing is very, very important. That's why Krishna says in this word, Tat Shruno, you please hear. Correct? In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice are diminished. This is a very important point. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service and understands the signs of God perfectly. So why we have to come out of this lust and avarice, anger? Why? By Krishna said in this chapter, you can see here, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kamesha Krodesha Rajaguna Samudbhavaha Mahasana Mahapapam Vidiyena Vairinam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. So Krishna has given us the direct clue what is our problem. Yes? What is our problem? Who is our enemy? Lust and anger. What is our enemy? Not him, not her, not this. That is not the way. Our real enemy is Kama and Krodha. You understand? So Krishna, by hearing about Krishna more and more, you will be able to overcome this enemy. You understand? Understand? You cannot overcome this enemy of lust and anger if you do not go to Krishna. It's not possible. You understand this? To show you, you can see here. Deviyesa gunamaye mama maya turajjaya mamevai prapadyante maya metantarantite. The divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross behind it. So if you surrender to Krishna only, then only you can overcome this enemy. What is that? Yes? Isn't it? So if you want to become purified, then you must learn how to hear about. Yes? So we go back again to that verse. Yes. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness. In other words, unless you go to Krishna, you cannot come to a position of goodness. Not possible. Become enlivened by devotional service and understand the signs of God's perfection. Thus, Bhakti Yoga serves the heart node of material affection and enable one to come at once to the stage of asamsayam samagraham, understanding of the supreme absolute truth, personality of Godhead. So here, unless you come to Krishna, there is no possibility of understanding Krishna, becoming purified. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna, from his devotee in Krishna consciousness, can one understand the signs of Krishna. You understand this? Now I want to ask you a question. In this verse, no more time, huh? Time is finished. Right, so we'll be quick. Here Krishna is saying, now hear, O son of Prita, how by practicing yoga and full consciousness of me with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Yes? Yes? I've already explained. Yes? The purport today. Now I'll show you another verse in the Bhagavad-gītā. This is spoken by Lord Krishna later on. Can you read, please? O Arjuna, as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Why he said in the beginning of the chapter, you can know me in full, now he said no one can know me. Isn't that a contradiction? Huh?
We know after he.
Huh?
Yes.
There's something after him?
After he understands Krishna, then individual can know it. Here, it is before that.
This is chapter 7:26. Just now is 7:1.
Sorry.
So now he is saying another thing. Why? What does it mean by me no one knows? Why? Huh? Come on.
This is before a devotee or an individual knowing Krishna. This verse. That verse is saying if you.
No, but that precedes, that was before this.
No, this is giving.
So Krishna said, you know me, you know everything. In full. Krishna said full also, right? Correct?
Complete.
And now he has said no one knows me. What is he saying? What does he mean by this? Alright, homework, you go home and think. Otherwise you won't come back next week. Yes? Yes? You want to know the answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Not, nobody is very active. Prasadam maybe is. So this point that me no one knows. Actually, even you want to know Krishna, Krishna has to give you the intelligence, the knowledge. You understand? You cannot know Krishna with your own strength. That's not possible. You understand this point? And Krishna, no one can know him. That is the inconceivable nature of God. If everything can be known about God, then he is not inconceivable. You understand? So God will reveal what you need to know about him. Yes. But you cannot know everything about God. That's not possible. That's not possible. You understand this point? So God is remaining as an inconceivable personality. Therefore, because it's inconceivable, we have to surrender. You understand this? Give you an example. If a magician do a trick on the stage, right? You are mesmerized, yes? But if you explain the trick, will you also be mesmerized? Will you be mesmerized? This trick I know this guy, yes? The same way with God. He doesn't tell you everything. If he tell you everything, I know this God, Then you won't surrender? Yes? Will you surrender? You won't. Therefore, he is inconceivable. You have to always surrender to him. You cannot try to be independent from God. That's not possible. You understand this point?
Yes.
Agree?
Yes.
Don't agree? Alright, 15 minutes more. Any questions?
Then why does he say that you will know me in full, Prabhu?
Again, question. How you will know him in full?
There are other verses which say that even Brahma also cannot know him, even the Lord himself cannot know him.
Yes.
Even if the whole universe is known, the particle of atom still he cannot know.
Yes. So I will explain to you how you can know him in full. In this verse, one who has obtained pure devotional service by association with my devotees, always engaged in worshipping me, thus he very easily goes to my abode, which is revealed by my pure devotees. You understand this point? If you want to know Krishna, then you can only know him through the help of his. Yes. You understand? And because we are all conditioned, we cannot grasp everything about God. That's not possible. Therefore, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking to Sanatana Goswami, he said that 3/4 is the spiritual world and 1/4 is this material world. I'm not going to speak about the 3/4 spiritual world because it's inconceivable. You cannot understand that. But we will only talk about this 1/4 manifestation, this material world. So our, understanding capability is not there. Yes? Now I say 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 15 plus 16, you will say, please bring me the calculator. Yes? Yes or no? Because our mind has become no? So it's not possible to know God unless you are revealed by the. So when you reveal, when the pure devotee reveals, what is the revelation? What is that revelation? The revelation is this. I just go one verse before. The same verse, one more. This is the revelation. My dear Uddhava, narrations of my pastimes and qualities are all auspicious and purify the entire universe. A faithful person who constantly hears, glorifies and remembers such transcendental activities, who through dramatic performance relieves my pastimes, beginning from my appearance and who takes full shelter of me, dedicating his religious, sensual and occupational activities for my satisfaction, certainly obtains unflinching devotional service to me, the eternal personality of God. So if he keeps doing this by the help of a pure devotee, then what happens? Krishna says then, here. He says here, can you chant along? Janma karma chami divyam evam yo vedi tattvataha yatvadeham punar janma nahi te mameti sojuna. This is what happened. One who knows the transformed nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. You understand this point? You understand it? Another point, another verse, just to clarify this. When, however, one is enlightened with knowledge by which Nisan is destroyed, then his knowledge reveals everything. Thus the sun lights up everything in daytime. Understand this point? When you are what? Enlightened. You can only be enlightened by a pure devotee. Then yes, you can see things. You will not see the material body, and you will see the spirit soul, you will see God everywhere, everything. Are you following? So that is what Krishna reserves his right to reveal that much. He doesn't need to show everything to everybody. That is his, what we say, inconceivable authority. Yes? That's also explained here in this verse before I go. What is that verse? Yes. Kavim Puranam Anusasitaram Anu Aniyam Sam Anusmaratyaha Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasha Parastam. This word Achintya Rupam, Achintya Rupam is inconceivable. So that one should meditate upon the Supreme Person as one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun and is transcendental beyond this material nature. Are you following? So this is the point. Unless you surrender, you cannot know God. That's not possible. You cannot try to find out God with your tiny little what? Strength. That's not possible. That's why these are called revelation. These are called what? Unless the Lord reveals, you cannot understand. That's why in Bhagavad-gītā again, chapter 2, Krishna says, chapter 2? Yes? Chapter 4, text 3. Because you are my friend and devotee, I am therefore revealing this to you. You understand? It is not that you can find out. That's not possible. Yes? Clear? Any other questions? Nothing? No questions. Shall I ask questions?
You said there are two enemies.
No, yes, sir. What's that?
People who don't believe much in God, but I keep doing good activities, like serving the people, doing good to society.
So what about the people who are moralists? What is that verse? 5, 18, 12. Yashyasti bhakti bhagavati akinchana sarvesta gunatra samastu subha harava bhaktasya kutod mahatmana manoratina asti dhavato. This is the answer to your question. All the demigods and the exalted qualities such as religion, knowledge and renunciation become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. On the other hand, this is the part, on the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. Has no. Even if he is adept in the practice of mystery yoga or the honest endeavor and maintaining his family and relative, he must be driven by his own mental speculation and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. How can there be any good quality in such a man? Understand? Clear? So only who can have good qualities? Who? Only devotee. Sometimes they say, oh, he is not a devotee, but I see he is doing, very pakka. You do not know what he is doing in the back. Yeah? Yes? You understand? Because anyone who is overcome by lust and anger cannot have any good qualities. Yes? Yes? Understand?
Let the enemies are only Kama and Krodha. Over Mada, Lobha, Moha, there are three more.
They are coming behind.
Because according to me, Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha, Moha, the five enemies, which will actually push us towards the...
No, there are 6 enemies.
Yeah.
That's why I say, Kama Adi. When you say Kama Adi, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all this. Because once you get lust, then you cannot satisfy lust, what you get?
Anger.
You cannot satisfy anger, what you get?
You will not get.
You get what? Lobha, yes. Some of I get, right? When you cannot get that, what happens? You become envious, correct? And when you become envious, what happens? You lose your buddhinasa, lose your brain, intelligence, yes? When you lose your brain, what they do? They will do stupid things, yes? Become crazy. They become what? One thing lead to another. Disease, what? What do you say in English? What? Gradually, what?
Sequence.
The enemy propensity becomes what? Bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So why people kill someone? Killing is bad, yes? Why do it? Then you lose his intelligence. That's why Kama, starting, very dangerous. Krishna said, this is your
Enemy.
yes? Therefore, we should be very careful. To only control Kama, there is only one way. What is that? What is that? Open the mouth and say this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Prabhu, I am chanting, but Kama is becoming more and more. How is it? Anybody have a question like that? Wow, all of you are pure devotees. Huh? Why when we are chanting, still the Kama is increasing? Why? Huh?
There is anger as well.
Yes, anger, so many things. Why? How to answer this question? Huh? Chanting not pure. Actually, if you have this kind of problem, the best thing is to come and associate with devotees. Understand? By associating with devotees, you can very quickly overcome these things. Let's explain here in this verse. Yeah, can read that. One should learn how to associate with the devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord.
One should learn how to associate with
This process is most purifying. As devotees thus develop their loving friendship, they feel mutual happiness and satisfaction. And by thus encouraging one another, they are able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. So association with devotees is the most. I see most of you are coming on Sunday, but you don't come for the Sunday morning. Huh? Actually, spiritual life starts not on Sunday evening. It starts on not Sunday morning, all mornings. Not only Sunday. Yes, you must come. If you are really interested, you must come in the morning, Mangala Arati. Yes? 6 days you are sleeping. One day you are going to wake up. How to wake up? 6 days you are practicing sleeping, right? If you practice sleeping for 6 days, how 7 days you can wake up? Not possible, right? Possible? If it's possible, you must be the biggest yogi. Yes? So you must practice to come at least in the morning. Then you become serious in spiritual life. If you don't come in the morning, it's very difficult to overcome the karma and the krodha. It's not possible. Yeah, you are going, rushing to work, rushing back, always in the train or plane or train or whatever. Yeah? Yes? And what you see in the plane? All yogis chanting big. Is that what you see? Huh? What do you see? So many Maya, correct? Yes or no? And your mind, what will it be? Yes? It's difficult. That's why you must come, associate, get purified. The temple is here, we open at 5 o'clock in the morning, you must come anytime. Open. Then you see the difference. Then you see how you're making progress. But if you don't do, then you can come here every Sunday, every day, then I will ask question, you still don't know. And you go home, it's like that. Yes? No advancement. Correct? So this is not good. So you must endeavor. No, I want to try. At least you think like that. No, I will try. Yes? Yeah? For India, when they say I will try means I'm not going to do. That Indian way of saying, no, I'll try, Prabhu. That means they're telling you, forget it, I'm not coming. You understand? So please don't try. Who is the one? I will come. Yes? Who is the one?
No, Indians actually are expert at even saying that also and not.
Yeah, the Indians are A1 in diplomacy.
I definitely come.
Yeah, Prabhu, you will see me there, Prabhu, you will see me. Then when you call him, where, oh, did I say that? No, Prabhu, I urgently something finish. Yes? So you must try to come and make an endeavor because it's for your good. If you don't come, then how to grow forward? Yes? Okay, Aarti is already finished.
say they are
Yeah?
able to give up material sense gratification.
No,
So why devotees should go back to brahmacharya to just ashram?
you can ask them. Why did brahmachari become householder? It is not that if you go from brahmachari to householder means you are finished. It's not a fact. If the householder, if the person is trained to become a brahmachari, then he got the option. Either he wants to go and become a sannyasi or he wants to become a grihastha. Option is there. It is not a fall down. It is an option.
No, I did not fall down. It can be controlled the sense gratification.
Yes, if you can control, no problem. But if you cannot, then there's option. Okay, you marry, you stay together nicely, but become Krishna conscious. That's why brahmachari training is important. And when he enters into the household of life, then he will know how to guide his wife, children and everybody. You understand? But if you don't know the training, then he goes there, then he will become, well, nobody knows anything, yes. All sleeping through, eating nonsense, so many nonsense will happen, yes. Practically there is nobody trained as brahmachari. Everybody goes straight to what? Household of life. They get the brahmachari training in the college. And the colleges, there's a mala, there's a shila, there's so many what? Training. Yes? This is the brahmachari training. Correct? So this is the nonsense. So therefore, a person is trained properly, then he can control the senses, then he is allowed to go and get married. And then later on he can renounce, become a vanaprastha, sannyas, whatever. But the training must be there. Yes? When he get trained as brahmachari, he was very happy, living without wife, family, so nice. Then when he get married, he see, wow. They say got three things in there's first the wedding, the engagement ring, correct? Then the wedding ring, right? And then the suffering. Understand? So when the suffering, then he realized, my goodness, I will become a brahmachari again. This is the idea. Why? Because he has to come out. Understand? So thank you again. Anything else? Alright, we stop here. Karatarakshima Bhagavatam Ki. Sundar Gopāl Ki.